Hello, good afternoon, my fellow public servants. Let's see. Today is Friday, May 29th. Short week. We had Memorial Day. And I tell you, we were represented nicely at the Bay Pine Cemetery. Had a really nice service. And yeah, our assistant director, Jen Myatt, did a great job of representing us. She had a nice speech, one of many folks. So just it was a prideful moment. It was nice to be there and nice to be with a lot of fellow patriots. Yeah, so that's the reason for the short week. I tell you what, it didn't feel that short. Sure crammed a lot into 4 days. So here's my recap for y'all. So some of the big things that happened were we filed our first group grievance for the reasonable accommodations. Our reasoning for that is we get the same suite of laws that cover the EEOC procedure through our union grievance. So we use the same laws, and the main upside is speed. So, right now there's a little bit of nonsense with the FMCS and arbitrations, but ultimately we're confident that's going to be dismissed quickly. So we were really excited. We had a meeting with upper management about that group grievance. We got it filed. And our next one, we're doing these in batches, is going to be June 5th. Another upcoming grievance is related to VR&E. That section, there's this is mostly surrounding workload, but we're excited about that to get that moving. And then filing our own arbitration grievance related to some of the things that's happened and some of the nonsense surrounding arbitration. I had a humbling moment this week, and I want to take this moment to apologize to y'all. We have a meeting next Wednesday, and I'll address it there too. But I thought that I had filed a grievance related to annual leave, but I did not. And the good news with that is that it's not fatal to the issue. Essentially, we can recreate the annual leave issue almost at any time. I mean, if you've gotten a denial, just we can put the request in again. But I thought that I'd filed it, and over 30 days had passed, so we missed it. Another piece of good news related to that, though, there's been a lot of work, right, for myself and a lot of us here in the union. This was one of my bigger concerns, was that something like this might get missed. And so even before this happened, we were already in the works with some tracking system. So we're really close to going live. I mean, this is just internal, it won't be facing you all. It's not member facing, but we're going to have an app. One of our stewards put together a tracking app. So, I mean, there's cool software out there. We'll have it on our phone, so we'll be able to track these issues. So hopefully going forward, that won't happen again. And then on that note of grievance organization and tracking, we have appointed this week a chief steward, Philip DeBald. Pretty excited about that. He's gung-ho and ready to go. We're also, and I tell you what, I'll open this to the members too, for you all. We have one of our national legislative coordinators is offering a training next month, during the month of June, related to being an LPC, a local political coordinator. So for the local political coordinator. So what that looks like is calling congressional representatives, advocating for issues, not on the behalf of any political party. We stay away from Hatch Act violations, but we can advocate for issues. So if that's something you're interested in, right now we have 4 stewards already that are interested in that role of an LPC. If that sounds interesting to you, let us know. Some of the fun side benefits of that are there's a legislative conference that happens once a year, usually in February. And so we go to DC and we knock on doors and we say, hey, here's the issues that's facing this regional office. We talk about things like production standards. We talk about things that we at the local, that can't be fixed on a local level, right? Production standards are a good example. Another example is things like pay, how the fact that we haven't had a locality pay increase. So just two small examples, or two big examples of things we can advocate for. So, hey, if you're like, man, I like the political game, I want to be involved in making some change on a higher level, let us know, and you can be an LPC here for the local. And then continue to save the date for Friday, June 19th, Juneteenth. Current plan as it's fleshing out is a kid-centric kind of barbecue with some raffles, things like a generator and some safety hurricane-type preparedness things. And also super soakers. I was thinking we have the kids go play, have a kind of a squirt gun fight while the grown-ups are eating hamburgers. I'm talking about, or try not to talk about work. And then even after that, the barbecue portion, planning on a poker game as a continued part of a fundraiser. So we'll do a raffle, we'll do like a raffle type poker. And so, more details to follow, but save Friday, June 19th on your calendar for us at local 1594. So thank you for your time, and we'll chat with you soon next week, and have a good one.